Junie B. Jones is Captain Field Day. Written by Barbara Park. Chapter 3. Capes and Lightning. Mrs. hurried over to me. She said to please stop dancing. Yeah, only I can't even control my feet that good, 'cause they are excited about being Captain Field Day, I said. I jumped up and down. I've always wanted to be the boss of these people, and now I am the captain of everybody. Captain means the same thing as boss, right, Mrs., right? Just then, my whole mouth fell open, 'cause I thought of something very wonderful. Mrs., hey, Mrs., guess what else captain can be? It can be the name of a superhero, I think. I clapped my hands. Yes, I heard of that before. I heard of a superhero named Captain somebody or other. And so that makes this job even better, I said. I hugged myself, real happy. Maybe I can even wear a whole entire superhero outfit, like a leotard and tights, and a cape, and a belt with lightning. Just then, Mrs. held her hand in the air. Whoa, she said. Then she quick took me into the hall, and she bended down next to me. Junie B, you are very mixed up about being a team captain. Team captains are not superheroes. They're not even close, in fact. I did a frown at that woman. Why? Why aren't they? I asked. Captains are the bosses, right? Mrs. shook her head. No, Junie B, not in this case, they aren't. In this case, a team captain supports the team. A team captain keeps the team united. She looked at me. You know what united means, don't you? You've heard of that word before, right? I thought very hard, but I couldn't actually remember it. Mrs. explained it to me. Unite means to join people together, Junie B, she said. A team captain keeps her teammates working together in good spirits. Instead of bossing them around, she cheers them on. Do you think you can do that? I did a little frown. 'Cause this was not the job I expected, that's why. Finally, I shrugged my shoulders. I guess I can do it, I said kind of quiet. But I still wish I could have a cape. I looked at her real serious. I wish that really, really bad, Mrs., I said. Mrs. stood up. Well, I suppose if we looked around the room, we could find a towel to pin on your shoulders. How would that be? She asked. My eyes got big and wide at her. Then I jumped way high in the air. Perfect! A towel will be perfect, Mrs., I said, 'cause then I will look like the real actual Captain Field Day. Plus also, I can dry my hands occasionally. After that, I ran straight to the sink in the back of room 9. And guess what? Mrs. found a towel in the cabinet, and it was a red one. She pinned it on my shoulders. I zoomed all around the room. Look at me, Mrs., look at me. I am fast as lightning in this thing. Finally, Mrs. grabbed my hand and she walked me over to the door. Boys and girls, it's time to get things started, she said. Let's all form a line behind our team captain. I spinned around and looked at them. That's me, people. I am your captain. I am the one with the red cape. The cape will remind you that I am Captain Field Day. Just then, room 9 groaned and groaned. Only I don't actually know why. After that, they lined up behind me, and all of us marched outside to the playground. Then we waited real excited for room 8 to come out, 'cause Field Day was ready to begin. Chapter 4. New Thelma. I know 2 people in room 8. First, I know a boy named Handsome Warden. He was a new kid at school. I used to love him, only now I don't even see him hardly. So he is just a regular Warden, and that's all. I know another new kid in room 8 too. Her name is New Thelma. The first day she came to our school, my boyfriend named Ricardo chased her all over the playground. I hollered and hollered for him to stop, but he said chasing New Thelma was fun, and so that is how come he dumped me. Dumped is the grown-up word for when you have to find a new Ricardo. Just then the school door opened, and roommate came running out of the playground. The roommate teacher was at the front of their line. She was holding someone's hand. I did a gasp. 'Cause guess what? It was New Thelma. New Thelma was the captain of room 8, I think. Mrs. smiled at me. Okay, Junie B, here's what happens next. As soon as they get out here, you and the team captain of room 8 shake hands, and then field day can begin. I felt kind of sickish inside. Yeah, only here's the problem, I said. I don't actually like that girl, and so I will just shake hands with the room 8 teacher instead. No, Junie B, said Mrs. That's not how it's done. Team captains shake hands with each other. It's the way teams show good sportsmanship. After that, Mrs. marched me right over to New Thelma. And wait till you hear this. That pushy girl grabbed my hand without even asking. Hey, I know you, she said real giggly. I've seen you on the playground before. You're a friend of Ricardo's. After that, she shook my hand very hard. I did not shake back. Mrs. leaned next to my ear. Her voice did not sound happy. Wish her team good luck, Junie B, she whispered. Now. I did a huffy breath. Okay, fine. Good luck, Thelma, I grouched. New Thelma said good luck back to me. Then she tried to shake my hand some more, but I quick pulled it away. Don't touch the merchandise, I said. After that, Mrs. took my arm and we went back to my team. And guess what? Just then I heard my Grandpa Miller call my name. I looked up. He and my grandma were coming across the playground with Mother and Daddy. I ran to them speedy fast. Look, people, look. I am Captain Field Day. See my cape? I am the captain of this whole entire production. Grandpa Miller smiled real proud. Then he picked me up in the air, and he flew me around and around, just like a real superhero. Pretty soon I heard Mrs. blow her whistle. Then Grandpa Miller put me down, and I hurried back to my team. 'Cause it was Captain Field Day to the rescue.